Ladies and gentlemen, check your time right now. It is 6:31 from Solutions 939 FM. Magic's under one, Bernie one, Maria. My name is OLADAPO. OKUNUBI. I'm not Maria, but hey, I'm going to marry some things on the show today where we look at stories from the world of football together from the local to the foreign team. Well, a lot of people should be proposing to Joseph Osorio of bringing in some key players into the national team. Well, for Wilfred Ndidi, who captained the side yesterday against Sao Tome and Principe in a 6-0 bashing of that side in Uyo, where he's saying that the Super Eagles of Nigeria must do everything possible to make them marry the next FIFA World Cup. Well, remember, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. Solutions 939 FM, that is the page. You should be able to watch us live and listen on the go. Remember, you can also download our via Google Play Store, Solutions 939 FM. Okay. When we go on the break and we'll come back, we start with what happened in Uyo yesterday for Joseph Osorio. Happy with the performance of the boys, but saying 6 goals was too much for Nigeria to score. They should have just, allowed Sao Tome and Principe breathe. Allow Sao Tome and Principe breathe. Well, we look at that also, and what Wilfred Ndidi has been saying. One Nigerian man has crossed the border on loan to to Turkey. Well, some call it Turkey, but us, what they call it now, Turkey. So, and who's this man? His name starts with Paul. Right, that is Paul Onuachu. Well, we'll also look at games going down tonight. Talking about national teams on assignment team as tomorrow. Kola Alfred will be joining me on the other side on the show this evening. Do not go anywhere. It is extra time.
Everybody wanna study to my melody. And the baby them a study blow my phone up. Getting money and I think it's a photo. High taste and I get standard. Blowing million the body to buy shade jaja. Low tree smoke. Put the body on the jet like 2 4 from my side. 4 meter for a night. Penny Maganaki on the ski trouble like Starbucks. Bitches wanna ride. Never alone with my guys. I'm a Liverpool on this side. Choppy life like Ope, Sabanga. Bitches wanna ride. I feel good, I feel good, I feel nice, oh Lord, what a feeling, I feel good, I feel nice, oh Lord, what a feeling,
I said yesterday, 10-0 happened one time in the life. For that you beat the record, okay, you beat the record. DAFCON along, I don't know, 60 years, 70, I don't know, record. And happened against 11. It was not easy. For that I said yesterday, it's not easy to repeat the same result. But 6-0 is too much. It's too much. You see the opponents, yesterday Lesotho lose 1-0. Win? Because we need to beat them for reach the first position. Egypt beat 1-0 Ethiopia. Why you must beat more, 6-0? I am very happy. I was thinking today was less than 6-0. But our players play with the maximum demand and commitment. They want to show for me, I want to stay here for play AFCON, for win AFCON. Of course I push them, take care, huh? You must show good demand and commitment today. Normally, when you play against one team is not strong, everybody relax. You see relax? You see a fantastic spectacle from our players. Since the first minute and last minute, for that enthusiasm, the people, and enthusiasm you. Fantastic game, 6-0 is very good.
Okay, Super Eagles coach Joseph Osorio speaking about the result of the game yesterday. Remember, it goes a hat-trick from Victor Osimhen, Samuel Chukwueze, Taiwo Awoniyi, all on the score sheet, same as Ademola Lookman that recorded those goals for Super Eagles of Nigeria yesterday. But the captain of that side, Wilfred Ndidi, says the Super Eagles can't afford to miss out on a place at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The Super Eagles failed to qualify for last edition of the World Cup hosted by Qatar. The 3-time African champions lost out to their perennial rivals Black Stars of Ghana in the playoff, which also threw the Abuja Stadium into chaos. Well, with the tickets to the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations already in the bag, indeed he stated that the Super Eagles will now work hard to secure a place to the 2026 World Cup finals.
When we didn't qualify for the World Cup, it was a sad moment for not just the players but the whole country. And I think this is just it was a mistake that we always feel that might not happen again. You know, like we know the feeling of not representing, and sitting at home watching the World Cup was really sad. So we know what we have to do now to actually give it all for the next one.
Wilfred Ndidi speaking there. Remember, Wilfred Ndidi got relegated with Leicester City from the English Premier League to the Championship. Okay, now, well, remember, Nigeria Super Eagles for that World Cup qualifiers. Super Eagles are in the same group with Lesotho, South Africa, Benin Republic, Rwanda, and Zimbabwe. We'll be facing former coach Gunnar Raw in that World Cup qualifiers. Well, Kola Alfred is here with me on the show this evening, all the way from the United States of America, and I guess he should also be happy with our scoreline. But do you think 6 goals against Sao Tome and Principe was too much? Just like what Joseph Pesario said. Good evening to you, Kolajo.
Good evening to you, Dapo. Good evening to our listeners and viewers across the world. It's great to be back on the show this evening. I don't think it was too much. I think we should have given them at least like 2 more saves. Let's reach like 8. Let them know that we are not mates. Because I mean, I don't know why it seemed like Sao Tome and Principe will be thinking they can just come to Nigeria, be Akwa Ibom, and come and be thinking they can play. Yeah. So it was a lesson to them and others like them.
Others like E.G.
Others like them. You know those other ones now. Give me beside all those ones. Don't be raising your head. Mauritania. Don't be raising your head where your guys are playing football. So it was a good scoreline. But I would like to see how we do against equal opposition. The heavyweights in the continent. But for the game, it was a good scoreline. I like the setup by Pesero. It was a good game to watch overall.
Okay, now let's look at the Africa Cup of Nations. Nigeria has qualified. I mean, we were able to qualify with a game to spare, and finally topping that group. But looking at the Orange Stars that Joseph Pesario, had in his squad, some could not even taste out of the game. And do you see this team winning the Africa Cup of Nations? Looking at Algeria, looking at some other teams, Senegal, and the likes. Do we stand a chance of winning the Africa Cup of Nations?
I think so, yes, because I think one thing Nigeria has never lacked is talent. We always have loads and loads of talent, and this is one of the most talented bunch I've ever seen in my history of watching the Super Eagles. We have 4 of the hottest strikers in Europe right now playing for the national team. We have some good midfielders. We have some good defenders in there. Where I would have a bit of concern is the goalkeeping department and the midfield. But I think Pesaro should be able to work that out. But the team is really stuck right now. And if they don't go on to win the African Cup of Nations, I think it will be a disappointment.
Will be a disappointment. Looking at teams already through, and the teams. I mean, well, looking at Nigeria's group, Guinea-Bissau are alone, where the game is just like a dead rubber. But for Guinea-Bissau, leading this game 2-1 live, we have the likes of Burkina Faso, Cape Verde, Namibia, Cameroon. We have Egypt, Guinea, Ghana, Angola, Algeria, Tanzania, Mali, Gambia, Zambia, Ivory Coast, DR Congo, Mauritania, Tunisia, Equatorial Guinea, South Africa, Morocco. Looking at all these teams, Senegal, Mozambique, maybe we are yet to play football on the continent, right? And let's wait for the Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah. Basically, we just have to hold on and hold out, because You need to see how this team, like I said earlier, you need to see how this team actually fares against decent opposition. I'm talking about the likes of the Senegalese, the Ghanaians, the Cameroonians, the Algerians, the Moroccans. So I would like to see how this team fares against decent opposition, and then from there we can begin to make our assertions on, the level that this team really is at and the level that the coach is really, really operating at.
All right, now let's move away from the national team and wish the team all the best ahead of the AFCON, same as the qualifier for the FIFA World Cup. Because Wilfred indeed is saying now we have a team that can go to the that can play the World Cup qualifiers and even qualify for the Global Football Showpiece. Now let's just move on this evening and talk about one man, is Hansi Flick. He has been fired by the German national team after Japan thrashing. Maybe his suspension was very close, but what can managers do to make the German football fans happy?
I mean, it's been funny because I really tipped Hansi Flick to do well with the German national team, with the German machines, but it has been really underwhelming for him. They had an underwhelming display at the World Cup. They had an underwhelming display at the Nations League. So he's really been frying pan to fire for me after the sacking of Joachim Löw. So I don't know. I really don't know who can take up that job. Thomas Tuchel is currently engaged at Bayern Munich. Marco Rose is currently engaged at RB Leipzig. So they're all the good coaches that Germans are basically taking, unless they want to employ a third party, they want to employ a coach from another country. So I don't know what they can really do to really make German fans happy right now, but it's not looking good for the German shaft. It's not looking good for them. And I think the favoritism of playing some players because of the clubs they're playing on, or the caliber of, or the idea that we have of them, the likes of Kai Havertz starting in that team, is still very atrocious. Some other players that, I mean, it's uncalled for. So some other players still starting in that team, still being called up despite their subpar performances, is still very outrageous. So I don't know what they can do, but the German Football Association will have to find a solution, and they have to find it fast, because German fans are not the most patient people.
They are just like Chelsea fans, right?
They are just like Chelsea fans, no patience at all. So they have to do something about that situation quickly.
Okay, now let's talk about your club, Manchester United. Talk about Jadon Sancho. Remember, he spoke back after what Erik ten Hag said, talking about his readiness against Arsenal, which Manchester United lost 3-1, and report has it now that Jadon Sancho is set for talks with Manchester United boss Erik ten Hag. Remember, there were reports a few days back that maybe you may be going on loan to Saudi Pro League, but after the window got short, maybe now Sancho can sit back and say, Oga, more talk. That is what is happening right now, because he's due to be back in Carrington today, along with the rest of the players not involved in matches during the international break. How can it fit into Ten Hag's plan?
I mean, he just has to work hard. Over the years, I've never doubted Jadon Sancho's talent. I think what I've always doubted is his work ethic, and this is not the first time coaches are complaining. It's coach at the youth level at Manchester City complained about his work ethic. Pep Guardiola complained about the same thing. The coaches at Borussia Dortmund, Marco Rose complained about the same thing. So it has been there. The antecedent has been there. Even the under 17 World Cup, with Angel Gomez, Foden, those crop of players, had the same training, work ethic issue. So it's really something that has really been on the line for Jadon Sancho. And I really hope he can muster himself together and start to put in the sort of performances that we know he can, because he obviously has the talent. He's a really talented lad, one of the most informed players, in Europe 2 years ago when he was playing for Borussia Dortmund before he moved to Manchester United, and he just went all downhill because he's in a much larger scope of a club where the lens are on you every time. You have to show up every game, every day. So it's much different for him now. And releasing that statement from him, I thought it was very unprofessional. Whatever it is that is going on behind closed doors, we really don't know. But I hope it is really sorted, because it will be a shame to see that kind of talent. And the money that was paid for him, £23 million, is not big. That money is not cheap. So the money that was paid for him to, so that I will not see it go to waste. He has to
Ah,
make amends and then fix up with the coach, or not. He can definitely find his way out of the club next summer.
okay. So someone is already hitting you here. Say good evening. Oladapo, must Chelsea feature in Collage's speech? Must Chelsea feature in your speech? That's coming from
I mean,
Duke
if we don't feature Chelsea, who will we feature? That's the only banter club now. Arsenal have decided to remove themselves from the banter society. So it's only Chelsea that we have now. You spent over £1 billion on doing transfer window, and you are struggling to win games. And in bottom half of the table, dragging with
Okay.
the likes of Crystal Palace and Co. My club too is number 11, so I know that I will say my club too is that.
He's ready.
1 billion this summer.
He's
We
already
did 21
typing.
billion this summer.
Duke is
So,
already
so,
typing. Duke is typing already. So just calm
so
down.
Duke, please don't be angry. It's just Chelsea are a banter club right now. Everybody's a woman, baby, everybody. It has, so when it's your turn, you will test it and then you move forward. That's it. Don't stress.
Okay, let's see if we can share 5,000 naira on the show this evening, most especially about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. For those listening right now, 5,000 naira on ground. For those of you that monitor that game, there's a question which you need to answer in the course of the show. 0909888939 or 0912222239. 5K is on ground. We need to share with some of our callers this evening. All right, now, so let's talk about what could have happened in the window. But now, remember when we spoke about Paulo Onuachu coming to England? And now he has joined the Turkish Super League outfit, Trabzonspor. Was moving to England the greatest mistake for Paulo Onuachu?
I don't think it was a mistake, but I think it was very hasty. You know, he was having a good season with KRC Genk, and then he just decided to make the switch. I think it was premature, and then he moved to a you know, if he made the move to a club that wasn't struggling in the league, it would have been a different case. But he moved to Southampton. You know, they were struggling. They quickly brought in Kamaldeen Sulemana. They brought in Onuachu. They brought in Livramento, and it was too many ingredients to make the soup. And we all know what happens when too many ingredients is starting to enter soup. The soup won't be sweet at the end of the day. Small Maggi, small salt, small pepper, you know, the right amount. You don't have to pack everything. So I think his agents didn't really consider his career move. I think the move was really motivated by the prospect of the Premier League and, you know, the money that is in the Premier League. And, you know, I hope he's able to get his career back on track, because honestly, once you go to Turkey,
Okay.
that's what I would say.
Maybe Turkey. And another thing about the transfer window, remember Saudi Pro League window got shut a few days ago, and the Turkish Super League is still open, and maybe more players will still have to move. And I'm just disappointed that we have some Nigerian players also jumping the ship. But let's just wait and see. The first question on the show this evening: yes, Victor Osimhen scored a hat-trick. And at what minute did he score? Did he get that hat-trick? At what minute did Victor Osimhen scored his hat-trick? Yes, he scored he scored his first goal of the game in the 30th minute. So tell me the minute he scored his hat-trick. Remember, hat-trick is 3 goals. And at what minute did he score the hat-trick? And well, you get that, and you'll be part of those who will be sharing my 5,000 naira on the show this evening. Numbers to call: 0909-888-9939, 0909-888-9939, or 0912-2222-939, 0912-2222-2939. So, it is extra time on Solutions 939 FM, and you can be part of the show. Cash is rolling, airtime rolling, data rolling. And well, Duke Pereira is saying, see him reminding me we spent over £1 billion. Enjoy it while it lasts. Don't worry. The sun will shine on us again. Okay. Now, Kola Alfred, before we wrap up here, it's also about Paul Pogba. I don't know, maybe you follow the story saying that he said that he considered retiring from professional football due to an alleged organized armed extortion attempt against him, which involved his brother. But now, has he been enjoying football, and maybe could have just said goodbyes?
I mean, it's not. I think he has been going through it the past 18 months. His determination of his contract in Man United, falling out with the club and the club's hierarchy, falling out with his brother, with his family. You know, his house got robbed. He moved to Juventus and he didn't really play up to 10 games during the season because he had recurring injuries. He came back, he got injured again during preseason. And now he has just been found. A report just came out today that he has been found tested positive for doping. He has tested positive for large amounts of testosterone, which is induced by steroids. So this man is not really he's not finding life and his career funny at this time. So honestly, it looks like he should retire, but he's only still 30 years old. He's still very talented, still one of the most talented midfielders I've ever watched in my lifetime. So I'm saying he should retire is premature, but at the same time, he has been through so much that putting himself out of his misery by retiring might just be the way to go right now. And I'm wishing Paul Pogba all the best. Honestly, I'm wishing him all the best.
Okay, well, 632 0909 888 9939 0912 222 2939 0909 888 9939 or 0912 222 2939. At what minute did Victor Osimhen score his hat-trick against Sao Tome Principe yesterday in the AFCON qualifier game decided in Uyo? Hello, good evening. Okay, we just lost that call. 0909 888 9939 or 0912 222 2939. Caller Alfred, I would like you to return to your duty post and prepare for Duke Pereira, Alvin Ayodeji on Saturday afternoon, where you can hit each other not with bottles but with banter.
I will always be here for Chelsea. Chelsea banter, I'm at the forefront of the battle. Don't worry. Thank you for having me on the show again this evening, Doctor.
All right, thank you very much, Caller Alfred there. Okay, Johnny Drew spending.
I believe in love, but I also believe in spending plenty money for the one I love. I believe in love, but I also believe in spending plenty money for the one I love. Anything for the one I love. So my baby got to pull up in a Bentley, so you can see evidently. Say I do my job diligently. I'm on this, no be baby. You know, guys to work, you go get a lot on the daily. Champagne, Dubai, complain, I go buy everything nice, no lies. Your wish now my command, you. Champagne, Dubai, complain, I go buy everything nice, no lies. Because your wish now my command. I believe in love, but I also believe in spending plenty money for the one I love.
All right, live updates coming from Guinea-Bissau this evening. Guinea-Bissau 2, Sierra Leone 1. Africa Cup of Nations qualifier clash between the two sides. Okay, now quickly looking at another update, live update. Armenia, Croatia, 91 minutes of action. Armenia 0, Croatia 1 for other matches scheduled for today at the Euros qualification. Iceland will be up against Bosnia-Herzegovina by 7:45. Latvia will take on Wales. Portugal will be up against Luxembourg as Liechtenstein travels to play Slovakia. All games will go down by 7:45. Okay, so the answer to my question, that is the minute Victor Osimhen notched up his hat-trick against Sao Tome Principe over the weekend was the 79th. That should be 69th minute. Yeah, he scored in the 69th minute via penalty and he scored in the 79th minute for his hat-trick. Well, that's remember he scored in the 13th minute, scored in the 69th minute and scored in the 79th minute. So he got his hat-trick in the 79th minute. So I'm walking away with my 5,000 naira and we're back tomorrow morning. Who's ready to win? I've got you covered. All right, now quickly letting you know games going down tomorrow. Well, Cameroon will be up against Burundi in the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. Bolivia against Argentina, Ecuador in the South American World Championship. Bolivia against Argentina, Ecuador against Uruguay, Venezuela against Paraguay. Well, we'll wrap up the show here and be back tomorrow morning. My name is OLADAPO, OKUNUBI, aka Youngster 9. 8 o'clock tomorrow is Kick Off Sports Show, 8 o'clock a.m. Like Roller said, we say keep doing sports and stay safe.